Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of JamEasy Does It. I almost called it the JamEasy Times. I'm forgetting. New show, new name, and what else do we need? A new guest. Guys, welcome to the show. One of my favorites in the business, Dave Luca. And the crowd goes wild. Did you hear the people? Are you excited?
I heard it. This is beautiful. What production quality?
We're stepping it up. I got a light guy now. Next, I need a sound guy. I got to look shit up. And but other than that, fuck, man, we already got the wall and the table.
That's all you need.
I need a better chair for the guests, though. I've also been thinking like a love seat, maybe. Make them. I had one comment on my YouTube video from an old friend, Rahil Sheikh, the real crown prince of Indian comedy. And he's like, you got to be higher up than your guest. You got to assert dominance on your guest.
That's very true. Have you noticed? Have you ever seen like when they is it Colbert where they'll do like a switch up, like they'll have the guests go behind the desk?
No.
Where it's all of a sudden you just see like Colbert lose like 6 inches on his stand and go, look at this little fugazi we got going on.
If I lost 6 inches, I'd barely have a dick. Am I right, ladies?
Hey, play it.
Play it. Play my only jams.
Just a 9-piece orchestra, just slightly off screen right now.
Yo, that'd be One day, we're working our way up to it. The last late night talk show host that Canada had was.
That's
right, Mike Bullard.
You didn't even give me a chance. The great Mike Bullard.
And speaking of loving puns, do you remember what the name for his show was?
Open mic with Mike fucking Bullard. Yes.
Because not only do comedians hit open mics, they also have to be open about themselves. And he was being an open mic.
Yes.
Have you ever been an open Dave?
I've never been an open Dave.
Have you ever done a pun with your name?
No, I haven't. There is no Dave puns.
David is as David does. Are you a David?
I am a Dave. No one's a Dave. No one is born a Dave.
No one's born a Dave?
No.
That's revolutionary shit right there. The first Dave.
The first Dave. You know why? Because you need to reserve David for when someone's getting mad at you.
Okay, let's think of puns for Dave. Good Daves and bad Daves.
Is that a pun? Like it's
like
just,
a good day. It was a very good Dave.
But no matter what, you're losing 50% of the name in the pun.
When Daves cry, like when doves cry.
God Dave the Queen.
God Dave the Queen. God Dave the Queen.
Anything with save, I guess it works.
Yeah. I'm thinking, what else can you use for David? Craig David.
Just another name?
No, he was a hit R&B singer. You remember?
David Letterman. You're just going to start saying anyone. King David.
There you go. There you go. God's favorite son, if you ask him.
I remember in like second grade in Catholic school when they were teaching us all the shit and they'd be like King David. I'd always be like, yeah. Like
that's you.
That's kind of, that's my dad.
That's my dad. King David's your dad?
Yeah, I thought all Davids were related.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like, I meet a James and I'm like, oh, we're James brothers. One guy, he told me his name's Brendan. I'm like, oh, my dad's name's Brendan. Is your dad's name James? And he's like, no. But I thought it was so funny, and he didn't.
Nowadays, when I meet other Daves, when ones come running around, I'm always like, you're not a real Dave.
Why not?
Because I'm the real Dave.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're all just imposters.
There's a lot of Daves in comedy, and we actually ran into this problem recently when the wrong Dave got added to the group.
Yes.
So you ever been booked on a show by accident because they got the wrong Dave?
Literally never. But even what I think is even more rare is, are you ever kept on the show just because you were accidentally booked? Because I think that's what happened with me.
Big dogs got to eat sometimes.
I think you put me on by accident. Not anymore. Now you're on the show.
It's a happy accident.
Sure. See, it's funny as well. That's also why I like prefer going by Dave, because then whenever I never meet other Daves. I always meet people who go by David.
Really?
I like David Foja, the great David Foja.
Yeah.
That's it. It's a real pattern.
One Dave, actually. My favorite uncle, Uncle Dave. R.I.P.
Yo, there's some great Uncle Daves. I'm trying to, help me out with this, because I have a new niece, actually.
Mm-hmm. Are you trying to be... one of the great Uncle Daves in history?
Oh, I'm gonna be well. I don't know whether to be because they're very Italian. Like my brother and his wife.
Okay.
They're raising this baby in the full Italian faith, and it's like they're asking me. They specifically asked me, "Do you want to be an Uncle Dave or do you want to be a Zio Dave?"
Ooh, okay.
And I'm like, I don't know, because like Zio Dave kind of sounds a little badass. Sounds like I own a hair salon.
Yeah.
But like Uncle Dave, it's like Uncle Dave is like a lot of people go to his funeral. You know what I mean? It's like
Talking from a nephew of an Uncle Dave, it's a beloved relationship.
Yeah.
But I will say this: if everyone else is getting the Italian names, and then you're all of a sudden uncle, then it's like, then she's raised super Italian. She's gonna be like, who is this fucking?
exactly.
What do you call white people?
a munja cake?
This guy, look at this fucking munja
Yes,
cake. My
that's-
uncle's a fucking munja cake.
That's my exact fear,
Yeah.
especially because I was raised with an Italian side of my family and then with the munja cake side, and I always slightly look down on the munja cake side a little bit more.
Oh, do you have your mom is
My mom's a big noof. She's a big Newfoundlander. Yep. But after being raised in Woodbridge for so long and my mom being there, she totally has like fully wopified herself.
Yeah.
Big
She's
time.
like, bro, take out the trash.
Yeah.
Does she call you David or Dave?
She calls
Davey.
She calls me Davey
Davey.
all the time.
Oh, that's cute.
And if she's mad at me, she goes, David. She always does that little extra consonant.
Did you ever get the full name when you're getting in trouble? Like David Michael Luca. Is your middle name Michael?
No.
Just guess because you're Italian.
No, but my brother's name is Michael.
Yeah, of course.
But
what's your middle name?
No,
Anthony.
100%. I have two
Could
middle
I
names.
get it if I is
No.
Anthony one of them?
You cannot.
Oh, okay.
It's literally two. I have two middle names, and both names are fine, but put together, it's literally the worst combination of sounds that you can put together. So it's Dave. Like Dave's my first name, obviously. Two middle names, Carl and Lino.
Carlino's not bad.
You think Carlino's good? Yeah, Carlino, but it's not Carlino. And also Carlino doesn't sound good.
My name is David Carlino Luca.
Yeah, I have
My
to.
niece calls me Zio.
I gotta develop an accent just for it to be cool.
Yeah.
My name is Davide Carlino Luca.
Yeah. Davida Carlino.
Davide. Now I'm
you're-
Spanish.
Yeah. Now you're fucking. What's his name? What's the guy? You know the guy.
Of course.
You know the guy.
Goes without saying.
Who is the guy when you think of that voice? My name is David Carlino Luca.
Oh, I'm thinking about Inigo Montoya. Was the Princess Bride?
Who's the Puss in Boots voice?
Oh. Fuck. It's weird. I should know him even though he hasn't been around in 20 years.
No. I mean, Puss in
I
Boots
keep
3
wanting to
just
say
came out.
Anthony Bourdain, but
He's dead.
there's the name. It sounds like Anthony Bourdain. Is there a B in it? Oh, Antonio Banderas.
Antonio Banderas. I met his nephew.
Antonio Banderas is literally Anthony Bourdain, but it's a Spanish translation.
That's pretty good. Pretty close, at least. Is Anthony Bourdain, what nationality is he?
He's American. I think. He seems like a guy that could be from Montreal, but I think he's American.
I'm not too sure, but Antonio Banderas, I met his nephew. He calls him Uncle Antonio.
No, he doesn't.
No, I don't know. But
It'd be so weird if you knew.
his nephew is an actor now. And I worked on a set with him, and he was the nicest actor. Like as far as like a guy that's like in a starring role, knew everyone's name on set, right? Asked him like, how do you remember everyone's name? And he said, my grandpa told me. He doesn't even have an accent. My grandpa told me. No, he said his grandpa
He's
told me.
playing an old guitar.
The most beautiful sound in the world is the sound of your own voice. So he makes sure to learn everyone's name and call them by their own name. And what a little trick that is. I'm sure it's in the 48 Laws of Power.
Wait, so the grandfather said
the most beautiful sound in the world is the
It's
sound
the
of
sound
somebody's own voice. As in, like, when you learn somebody's name, like, they love to hear it. Like, Dave.
Oh.
Dave Luca.
So it's not the sound of your
David
voice,
Carli-
it's the sound of someone's name coming out of your mouth.
Did I say sound of your own
sound
voice?
of your own voice, yes.
Well, that doesn't make sense at all.
Some fucking drunk-ass grandfather.
Yeah, the most beautiful sound in the world.
Go to remember the name because your voice is so nice.
No, that's actually the complete opposite of the vibe. Because if it's like the most beautiful sound in the world is the sound of your own voice, it's very selfish.
Yeah.
The most beautiful sound in the world is the sound of somebody's own name, is learning someone's name. You're trying to be selfless. You're trying to-
Yes. Yes.
You're trying to give them a little, hey, guy that delivers water on set. I'm not going to call you guy that delivers water on set anymore. I'm going to call you Michael.
That's true. But sometimes have you ever heard your own name in the wild, or like you're going to, and then someone who you might know goes, "Hey, Dave," and I'm like, "Oh, the fuck is that?" Like, I don't like hearing my own name.
You don't, eh?
Sometimes when I hear it in public, I go, "What the fuck?"
Oh no!
I'm trying to be a lone wolf here, and now you're trying to fucking get me in your life.
Fair enough. I guess
Whoever this is, and then I realized they just said gay or something that sounded like Dave.
A little bit, Dave. A little bit. I'm still stuck on puns
you're
here.
David 19, like the virus.
David 19. Dave.
There's nothing.
Davey.
Fuck. I want to ask you questions.
You want to ask me questions? All right.
No,
let's switch seats.
I'm flipping it. I'm flipping. No, we might knock down the set, the big band. No, wait. Where did you meet Banderas' nephew? Like, so it was on set.
Yeah.
What was this? Was it a movie? Were you?
I think I signed like papers that I'm not allowed to say. But
yeah.
But it's actually, I'll just give a little hint. It's the most expensive action show ever made. It hasn't come out yet. But when you see
am I supposed to guess it then? Give you a hint. There's no way. No one knows about it.
It's a very long guessing game. In about a year and a half, a show's going to come out and you're like, wow, this action show looks very expensive with some really big actor in it. And you're going to be like, whoa, that's the one.
I got to go fucking browse like the Hollywood Reporter or IMDb looking for in production.
You can also just look up Antonio Banderas' nephew and see what he's been working on in Toronto.
That's true.
But
were you working crew? Were you acting? You were working crew?
I never act.
You never act? You want to act?
I acted in one thing, Osmo's commercial. Hey, that's Osmo's, baby.
Yeah.
That was my big line. Or, ooh, that's Osmo's, baby. Completely improv. Yeah.
I remember seeing that. I'm like, I got to really start getting in JamEasy's good books because he's on his way now. It was like, I got to...
I think I should try and parlay it into other things, but
you should.
The only reason I got that is because I was hosting a comedy show, and a guy comes up to me and he's like, "I want to put you in a commercial." I'm thinking, "Oh, it's probably some bullshit, whatever." And he's like, "No, I'm actually the owner of Osmos, and I'd like you to be on our World Cup commercial."
The Osmo?
I meant Mr. Osmo.
You met Theodore Osmo?
I don't know his first name.
Theodore.
Is it actually?
No.
Is it Dave? Is he another fucking Dave?
That would have been such a great turn of events, but I don't think so.
No, it's actually the guy that started Osmos is his son, so it's a son of an Osmo. You son of an Osmo. But I do like Osmos, but I don't like the shawarma. I like their chicken on the rocks and the chicken on the sticks. The commercial is all about the shawarma. So for me, I didn't have a script. They're like, "You're hilarious."
You have a script?
They're like, "You're hilarious. Just go riff whatever he says." This guy has lines. You don't. You're just going to say whatever. And at this point, I'm like, never acted before. All right, I guess I'm going to do it. So one of my lines is like, "Wait till you try chicken on the rocks." And I really wanted that line to be in the commercial because it's fucking true. Because if you're promoting your shawarma, like, you should promote your actual food that's like your best stuff that everyone likes there.
And also, Chicken of the Rocks is a very strange fucking name. As in, I don't know what that is. Like, I can't...
You don't know what...
I can't pick up on what that is just by hearing...
Okay, so what do you think chicken on the rocks is?
Literally, chicken. I'm a literal mind. I'm picturing chicken on several rocks.
Okay, so it's actually chicken on rice. What do you think chicken on the sticks is based off that knowledge?
Chicken on a stick.
Fries on fries.
This is so... I hate Osmos now. I don't like this at all.
They might be a supporting...
Wait.
I want to do future business.
Where's the translation? You want to be the Osmos
I want to be the guy that goes, "Ooh, that's Osmos, baby," in every commercial.
You want to be the Ronald McDonald of Osmos.
That'd be pretty sick, but I don't think they really... I don't think they thought I was the star of the commercial.
Yeah.
Because I've seen some of the cuts. They don't all have me in it. I'm in the 30-second cut, but when they had to cut it down to 15 seconds,
they're like,
guess who gets left on the cutting room floor?
Yeah.
That's Osmos, baby.
How was the vibe on set? Were they loving it?
It was such a fun day.
That's great.
I only had to be there for a little bit, but I stayed like the whole day because I was really enjoying like just the vibe and having a good time. So shout out to them for giving me my acting debut.
Hell yeah.
And I would like to parlay that into other things. I've heard ACTRA is hard to get into, but once you have a speaking role on a TV commercial, you can get right in. So I can skip the line. Is that true?
I have no idea about that. A part of me wants to say that's a lie, but I think it's just because I'm being negative. I have
You're
no
never
clue.
going to make it. I can tell you that right now, lines or not.
Listen, man, as a guy who's been on one audition, I got to tell you, it's a big grind.
Have you been in an audition?
I did my first audition. I was a child actor at first. My mom put me and my two other siblings into child acting, and my brother and sister fucking killed it. They got on a bunch of commercials. My sister became fucking actra from doing like Payless shoe commercials. They were fucking making bank. I got in 2 commercials and I did but no auditions. And then I did one audition for, it was supposed to be like a Bruce Willis movie.
Ooh.
And I got a fucking call back. And then when I went in for like the audition, I'll never forget. They're like, so you're going to play like a bratty kid who you're in an elevator and you're pressing all the buttons. And someone's going to yell at you for like, stop pressing the button. I want you to just, go with it.
What age are you here?
Oh, I must have been like, I'd have to be between the ages of like 8.
And were you already bald with a mustache
8, 9.
or what?
I looked exactly the way
Yeah,
I
I love to imagine you just smaller, same facial hair, same haircut.
Yes. Well, it's because I was vaping by the time I was like 6. So that had a huge effect on my body. As a working actor, there's a lot of time to waste. You end up getting into heroin really quick.
For sure.
Yeah, but by the time I was 9, I was ODing in the Viper Room in West Hollywood. You know what I mean? But anyways, they're like, and I was supposed to just like go with it. And they're like, and I'll never forget, I just bombed. I just bombed so hard. I was a nervous little shit. And I'm like,
You're just pressing one button over and over again?
and then the person's like, hey, kid, stop it. And I didn't even look at the person who was saying the line. I just went, And they're like, okay, kid.
You're out.
Yeah. And yeah. So that was pretty much it. And then I did, you know what? I did star in a horror movie, though, like 3 years ago. I was PAing on a movie. At least I got hired to PA, which is just, production assistant, bringing around coffee. And then the guy who was directing it was like, hey, you have a really good vibe. Do you want to like be one of the characters? And then I'm like the first speaking role in this fucking movie. And I shot it. It's out. It's fucking out. And I just watched it for the first time like a week ago. And it's horrific.
And how long ago was this?
This was, probably like 3 or 4 years ago.
What's the movie called?
It's called The Covenant.
Okay.
But it's not that The Covenant.
Okay,
I think it might just be called Covenant. But it's like if you search it, it's the other one. It's the one that's not showing up or getting attention. It's like a low budget horror feature. But it's like I was in this ritual where it's like my wife. It was so funny 'cause I'm like 23, but it's like I have a wife and kid. I'm like, this is such a weird casting. I'm supposed to be getting my wife to do a ritual that when she has a baby, they kill it to like sacrifice to like a demon. And then it's like my wife doesn't want to do it. And then like I tell her, you got to run away. Like I decide I don't want to do it as well.
Yeah.
And then so I help her escape, and then they sacrifice me, and a demon comes, and I fall into a hole, like into hell. And there's special effects.
So you're in this movie a lot.
I'm in 2 scenes.
Oh, it sounds like you're in it a lot.
No. This is all in the beginning. I like die in the first like 10 minutes.
So you have to kill a baby. Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, just to get the audition. That's how Hollywood works.
That's how Hollywood works. But in the movie, like the idea is the baby's possessed, so you have to kill the baby.
No, the thing is like me and my wife are in this like cult, and they're like,
"Oh,
your baby is the one that the demon wants. When you have the child, we're gonna kill it." And then we go like last minute, like I get some sleep and stuff, and I'm like, you know what? It's actually not a good idea.
Yeah,
to kill this child.
I always hear the thing like, would you go back in time and kill baby Hitler? Somebody that's going to become evil and do evil things in the world. Now, if you were guaranteed that a baby was going to do horrific things in the world, genocide, molestations, all the worst things, but it's a really cute baby, so maybe you let it live for a couple years, what age would you decide to kill it at?
Oh, shit. That was such a roller coaster of a question. I thought it was going to be, would you? No, at what age?
I think we can all just not kill the baby. I think we can just chill a little bit, see how he grows up a little bit. But you know this daunting thing is going to happen. So it's like you don't want him to get too much power.
Dude, 100% knowing me, like I can't even get to the dentist. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to procrastinate killing this kid until like he's already halfway through
Doing
all
the
the
bod
horrific
stuff?
shit. He's like, yeah. There's no chance I'm like getting started and planning that. And also, I would immediately go like, wait, who the fuck is telling me I have to do this? Why is it on me?
Right.
How about the guy who approached me with this information? How about you fucking kill him?
Yeah.
And also, I don't even know if that whole theory about like, you know, not theory, like it's in university, of killing baby Hitler stops it. You don't know that. You don't know the way the world works. What if you kill one baby Hitler and another one pops up? And it's just, that's just what was
like
supposed
whack-a-mole.
to happen at that time.
Yeah. I mean,
Because also Hitler just became the leader of the NSDAP or whatever. You know what I mean?
I mean-
and then like it was already existing beforehand. And there's Mussolini. What are the chances another fascist comes up and you know?
yeah, people are going to try and do bad things, but I think Hitler definitely had a knack for getting people fired up.
That's true. But he stole the spotlight from probably a lot of great up and coming fascist leaders who probably could have done the same thing. Who knows how many other great folks like that were around?
Yeah. Who was the bad guy in
That's
World
like
War
saying,
I?
oh, let's kill like Lady Gaga as a baby so we don't get modern pop music.
You would do that? I love Lady Gaga.
No, I would.
Poker face, poker face.
I think I made my point.
Yeah. You did.
No, but you know, I don't know.
I also thought of a pun for your name. Not even a pun. It's just already a phrase. But if you were going to have a show where you're the star of it,
I'm already into it.
the Star of David.
It's pretty good.
Actually, it's a show where you are like a talent searching. You're already a big star. You are like DJ Khaled. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You make stars.
It's a star of me.
This
Of
is
my
the Star
kin.
of David. Like, listen, I've made a lot of huge artists. You can see that they're doing well in the world, but this is going to be my pride and joy.
Yes.
You could call them the Star of David. Coming to CBC this fall.
Yes. Or I could like open up like a little small retail shop and I call it the Store of David. And it's like, hey,
I just walk off, turn off the lights. It's over. The
Listen.
Store of David. And it's all like David themed things. Hats.
David is a theme. Like,
No, I mean like as far as you are.
Yes.
If I'm thinking of the store of David, Luca, I'm thinking hats. I'm thinking glasses. I'm thinking mustaches. Nice shirts.
it's about right. Hey, think about wrinkled. They come pre-wrinkled.
Yeah. You cannot iron. They're unironable shirts.
They're unironable for me because I don't own an iron as well. So it's perfect.
I own an iron. Haven't used it in quite a while.
Yeah.
You know what I like to do to even out my clothes? Leave some hot water running in the shower and just hang them up.
Oh, that's actually a good idea.
You never done that?
No.
They call it steaming.
All of my dress shirts are in a bag ready to go to the dry cleaners. And I
You
haven't
do dry
brought-
cleaners?
No, I don't. It's been like 8 months.
That's
I've
very
run out
fancy of you.
of button-up shirts. Now, whenever I need like an emergency button-up, I just go buy a new one, and it just adds to the pile. But I do dry cleaning like sometimes, like twice a year, something like that.
That's pretty good.
And it's like I bring like 90 shirts, and like, oh, it's $4,000. Maybe I should buy an iron.
Yeah. For like nice clothes, yeah. That's why I haven't been to the dry cleaner. I don't really have any nice clothes. When I went to that Osmos commercial, they didn't have a wardrobe for me. They're like, bring a suit. I'm like, I don't own a suit.
I fucking love all of like those projects
Yeah.
when they're like, hey, because I had to wear my own outfit to the fucking horror movie that I was in.
Yeah.
And they're
They're like, wear something with blood on it, could you?
they're like, all we need is like a white dress shirt and black dress pants. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm gonna look like I work at Alice Fazoli's or something. And I just went there, and it was such a hack outfit. Like it was not good. But I love that. Yeah, can you bring a police uniform? You have that, right?
Yeah. But it is pretty fucked that I don't even own a suit. I had to go to a thrift store and just buy a suit jacket.
You bought a thrift suit.
Not a whole suit, just the
And
jacket.
that's true because
I
all
had
you need is a
button up already.
jacket. You should
Yeah.
own at least one fucking suit jacket.
I know. So
well, now you do.
this year. Well, no, I mean I own a loosely fitting jacket. Oh, I actually regret it because I'm like, I could have looked better in that commercial. I could have really stole the show. I could have been the star of David.
But also, like, what a fuck up on their part. You at least need. Did they have like a makeup person?
They did have a makeup person,
and they didn't look at you. But the makeup person looked at you and went like, "You're good."
Yeah, I mean my face looked fine.
Oh, but it's like,
but I just
no one gave you a little
suited him. I wasn't suited up in a fitted suit. I had like a loose fitting jacket on.
Wow,
looked like I borrowed it from my fat dad. But my dad's in way better shape than me. Is your dad in better shape than you?
My dad's disabled, so that's a
my dad
very
could
easy
kick
way
your dad.
for me to say.
My dad could kick your dad's ass.
My dad can sue the fuck out of you. There you go. Then you're fucked.
He's Italian?
No, he's disabled. You lose all that.
What's the difference? Am I right?
Hey, that's what we gotta speak with our hands.
Yeah. I wish I had some sound effects on that. Wee wee. Like just something that I can pull down from the ceiling that just goes.
Do it very clear, like in front of the camera, so then you can add it in, synchronize.
Yeah. This one.
For silently, let's just do that for 5 minutes and add in a bunch of different noises.
Oh man, I seen Chris Robinson share a video that was like a guy playing one of those instruments that's like the piano, the fucking have all the sound effects.
Yes,
and it's like
it's that fucking Looney Tunes soundtrack.
All that. It's like me when I'm trying to make my girl come, and it's like. And I was like, relatable, bullseye.
Was there ever a time in the world where that instrument was like the peak of like that was like Daft Punk, like just whoop whoop, dun, 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 whack.
Yo, the first guy that suited up his piano with all these extra sound effects, they must have been like, this guy's a fucking genius. What the hell? Like, yeah, okay, we could all go do 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 do, but then he's like, wah, 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 wah. And you know who else was a genius with sound effects? Tim the Toolman Taylor. What a theme song, eh?
That was actually pretty good. The hammer on the anvil for the,
I don't know who invented that one or who made that one, who composed it, but they should be living off that for the rest of their life.
It's probably worth a Google. Could you look that up? One of the guys in the band. Tool Time. No, that's not the name of the fucking.
Home Improvement.
Home Improvement. There we go.
Which is another great name for a show. Like, I should just name shows.
That was a good. Wait. How are you giving yourself the credit for Home Improvement?
I'm saying I could do stuff like that. Okay, give me. You know
what?
what?
Track record. What are you talking about?
All right, watch this. Give me. What the setup is for this sitcom. I'll name it. Give me like what the guy does for a living.
Okay.
His family.
Yes.
What's up?
Okay.
And where they live.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this guy, he runs a dentist's office.
Okay.
In Seattle.
Okay.
And his wife.
Nice. I like it.
Works with him as like a dental assistant. Mm-hmm. And it's a small town in Seattle. I'm changing it. It's not Seattle. It's a super small town.
Super small town.
And all of the cast of wacky characters who work in the same plaza come in and out. And they have shenanigans. And they have 2 children. One of them is a little bit of a troublemaker.
Okay.
And the other one's hot.
Hot kid.
Hot kid.
How old's the kid?
4.
Just a smoking hot 4-year-old.
But played by like a 22-year-old dime.
A 22-year-old dime. Like the Heidi of that show.
Yes.
Okay.
But everyone pretends that.
Let me just ask you this. Is there an aquarium in the office? Because I always like my dentist office to have an aquarium. But are they such a small town that they can't even afford a fucking aquarium in the office?
Well, that's a part of it. He thought it's a super bougie dentist office, and they thought it's almost like a Schitt's Creek situation. They go to this, they somehow got into this shitty small town.
Okay,
he was a dentist.
Yeah.
Who got? Because do you remember that dentist who went through that huge thing of he was scamming money by just pulling out the teeth of children that didn't need their teeth pulled, and then he'd get like claims from like the health insurance like paying him. So it's like he did that. Like he pulled out unnecessary teeth and he was like a scammer, and now he had to like move to like a small town to open up his dentist shop.
Okay. And can I just get the?
The aquarium. I forgot about the aquarium. Yeah, they
That's
can have
fine.
an aquarium. Whatever you want.
We're moving on, but the last name of the family. That's all I need, and I'll make this happen.
Yo, I can leave it up to you. Do you want me to just give you one?
I mean, if I either want the city that they live in or the last name of the family, and I'll you could let these wheels start turning.
Okay.
I've already got like 3 names in my head.
Really? Okay.
Like if I'm thinking small town, something like Tacoma, maybe pulling teeth in Tacoma. Maybe I'm saying
you should have let there be a little more build up there, because now I just think you suck.
You don't like pulling teeth in Tacoma?
No, pulling teeth.
Pulling teeth alone is not
name.
bad.
In
But I was
Tacoma,
already thinking check-ins, pulling teeth, cavities, fillings. So
Yes.
like if their last name was Billings, I would say Billings Fillings.
Okay, we'll go with
Wait. This is one that I like. How many times did you floss this week?
Wait, is that the question? Is that an actual question? Is that the name for the show?
I'll leave it up to your imagination. No, I like pulling teeth. I like check-ins.
Pulling teeth is the one you do because it's like, oh god, it's like pulling teeth with these people,
Yeah, of
but it
course.
is pulling teeth.
Of course.
There you go.
So that wasn't bad for just on the spot.
How about one where it's a dentist office where it's like Grey's Anatomy?
All of your TV ideas are like different dentists. And it's funny because earlier in the show you said I can't even go to my dentist. So all you're thinking about right now is dentist. Did you miss an appointment recently?
No, I didn't make one, but I need one though. That's so funny, and that'll be a great way to pitch. Like, I have 6 beautiful ideas. I'm in like a production.
Got another one
with a bunch of these Asians, and it always leads to dentists.
Another one. They're a dentist. They're a dentist, and what happens is they always have bad days, but at the end of it, you know what I mean. They come back to their family, and they don't let them all have it because you have to just let things go. I introduced to you brushing it off.
Ooh, that's good. How about this, okay? So, a woman is an FBI agent who's actually corrupt.
Aren't
and
they all?
has superpowers.
Corrupt with superpowers, okay.
The husband is a dentist.
Of course. Why wouldn't he be?
It's in Seattle. And then,
okay.
The kid is actually like a Manchurian candidate, like is ready to be like, to be activated at any moment.
Got it.
And it's called Sleeper Cell in Seattle.
Oh, you already had a name picked up.
No, I just came up with it. What's yours?
CSI Seattle.
Okay, this is terrible. We have to stop this. This isn't good.
Checking for cavities.
Checking for cavities. Yeah. Or like a Grey's Anatomy of dentistry where everyone's fucking and it's called filling cavities. And it's like, ooh, it's like a double entendre.
It's the wife is an interrogator. The husband is a dentist.
Yes.
The show is about when she can't get like an interrogation when the people aren't talking. She needs them to talk.
Yeah.
She has, like you said, she's a little corrupt. We're going back to that. She's a little corrupt, and she does things her own way. So what she does is she brings them to the dentist and does some, pulling teeth. We're not calling it pulling teeth, though. We're calling it say ah.
Ooh, I got one too.
The logo for the show is an open mouth, and the girl, like, she's a cop holding a gun against the tooth.
You know what it is? You do like a James Bond thing where it's like instead of the aperture that he goes and points the gun, it's the mouth.
Yeah.
And it's,
100%.
I was thinking for that, you call it see you later interrogator.
Not bad.
Stop
See you later, interrogator.
You got long.
You got a guy. He's lost all his teeth. He's an older guy, right?
We got to get away from
He's an older guy, and he makes a dentist his slave. It's called indentures servant.
Indenture servitude. Indenture servant.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh,
on
God.
CBS this spring.
Okay, so it's about they're ants, right?
Like the bugs? Or the uncles?
They're ants. Zeals.
There's zeals and zeals?
They're ants, but they're also dentists, and they're slaves to one guy, and it's called indentured servant.
Nice. Nice.
Just smash your mic.
As far as bug shows go, we got ants and we got Bugs Life.
Yes.
Which one do you like better?
Oh, Bugs Life, 100%.
Okay.
Because you can just see, whenever I see the posters for both, which is all the time, the ants poster looks so much more hack. Like, it looks almost like the bugs aren't properly rendered, so there's a lot of, like, sharp edges and, like, you know, not as well textured. Like, it looks like it was probably much lower budget. Looks almost like Reboot. I don't like that.
Okay, one more show for you.
Okay.
We got
pitch me, baby.
Yeah.
I got some money laying around to invest.
We got a dentist, right? And he goes a little crazy with the laughing gas. And did I mention this is in Uganda? We call it Uganda Be Kidding Me.
Dude, I'm ordering 24 episodes. 24 episodes for the first season. And we're going to start big.
Yeah.
Talking celebrity guest appearances first episode.
Oh, for sure.
That's going to be great.
We're going to reprise
Uganda's top-rated celebrities.
We're going to get Forrest Whitaker back as Idi Amin. He gets in the laughing gas. They make him be a little bit nicer of a guy.
Yeah, Idi and nice.
Idi and not so mean anymore. But anyways, who did make the Home Improvement soundtrack? That was a long road to get there.
I've just been ordering an Uber this whole time. Okay, Home Improvement soundtrack composer. His name was Dan Folliart.
Don Dan?
Ooh, and he created the Roseanne theme song as well.
How'd that one go? I've been working
I've been taking some Xanax and I called a lady gorilla who shouldn't have been called that.
That was a tough one.
Dude,
I thought the bitch was white. Have you ever been there?
Where?
Thinking somebody was white, turns out they're not.
Have I? There's a comic that I still don't know. But I assume...
Do you want to cut around this? Who is it? You've never given a speech at a wedding?
No, and I swear to God, I was like, when my sister got engaged, in my car, as I was driving, I'd start like running through, like I started building my script. I started building like my speech like 6 months before. And then they're like, we're going to not do any speeches. And then they gave my mom one, and I went, fucking liar. My mom smashed. My mom fucking smashed.
I get to, who's a better public speaker, your mom or your dad? Like, who are you going to trust with a speech?
My mom is like, trust with a speech?
Yeah.
Mom, 100%.
Okay.
Because my mom brings the showmanship.
Oh, yeah? Is that where you get your
My mom did this
pizzazz
whole
from?
fucking gag with like the microphone. She didn't know if it was on or not. Like, she didn't admit it was a gag, but I'm like, Ma, you fucking prepped that. She was like, hello, and then she pretended like it was too loud, and then she like freaked out for a moment. Everyone's laughing, and I'm like, Ma, you're fucking killing. You're doing like prop work with the mic.
Yeah, she's like the Three Stooges.
Yeah, it was like you're doing slapstick right now. It's fucking crazy. And she fucking smashed. She made people laugh. You know, whatever. My dad's a good speaker the way like Trump is a good speaker.
Oh damn.
As in, he comes in. Such a funny story. No one in my family is gonna watch this. No offense, so I can say this stuff.
Last time your brother-in-law did.
What?
Last time you were on.
Oh fuck! He did. He did.
You don't understand the reach of the JamEasy show.
Oh shit. Okay, well whatever. They can deal with it. So at my brother's engagement party, we didn't even know if my dad was gonna show up. He fucking shows up like an hour into the event, and then it's gonna be speeches from like. From my sister-in-law's parents, and her dad is like more on the shy side, and he has this like piece of paper that like he wrote his speech on, and he goes up to the podium. My dad's like, I want to go stand beside him. I have a couple things I want to say too. Everyone's like, oh God, what the fuck is he gonna say? He's like, I'm gonna wing it. It's fine. I'll say some stuff after his speech.
The other father.
Yes, he's like, I'll just add a couple words at the end. I'll wing it. I'm like, this is gonna be a fucking nightmare. And so he goes up, shy father-in-law. He's up there. He's like unfolding his piece of paper. He's about to start, and my dad just like fucking like physically goes in front of him and goes, "Yeah, how's it going, everybody? I just want to say a couple things." And he goes into like, we didn't know if this was going to happen. You guys broke up like a bunch of times. And he starts fucking. But anyways, thank you so much. The guy, the father-in-law, completely like just gives up and he doesn't say a thing. Like, doesn't look at his speech and just goes like, yeah, thank you.
Your dad buried him.
Ditto. My dad fucking buried him. It was so sad.
And he's the father of the bride or the groom?
Father of the bride. Oh.
Your dad's the father of
the groom.
That's a dick move.
Dude, it was fucked. My brother was pissed.
Yeah.
Pissed. And I'm like, this is pretty alpha though. Oh shit, you got cards. Oh fuck.
This is a night show. This is a Tonight Show.
Now I understand why this is a talk show, not a podcast. I get it now.
It's a little bit of both, I think. I'm working my way around. I asked the people of Toronto for some questions for Dave Luca, and one I got was, have you ever met Tori Spelling?
You know what? Surprisingly, I haven't.
I thought you were going to say you have. I was going to be like, that's sick that they nailed it. No, the reason I was asking is because last week I had Madison Cassidy on, and when I was doing my research, I completely missed that he had a picture with Tori Spelling on his Instagram. So I just wanted to make sure this week that I didn't want to miss out on any Tori Spelling stories.
Big flex from Madison, posting the Tori Spelling picture.
I was actually curious, before you went bald, what was your favorite hairstyle that you ever had in your life?
Oh, I used to cut it like this.
This is a choice.
Oh, yeah.
I actually have sick hair. No, did you ever have like a hairstyle that you were like proud of, or you look back on like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Oh, I did like everything.
Mohawk?
I like I did fucking mohawk. I did
braids?
leg spike. I did long hair.
You did braids?
Never did braids.
I never did braids either.
Surprisingly. And I used to color my hair all the time. I bleached it a couple times. Yeah, I did some crazy shit.
I went black one time. My hair, not my face.
Oh, I thought you were supposed to never come back from that.
Yeah. No, thank God. One time I did play Tupac in a little school play, but I didn't.
I want
color
those
my face.
photos to resurface.
All I did was I had Thug Life on my stomach and I had the bandana on.
I think I did some like
we did a play in class where another white guy's Biggie, I'm Tupac, and it's basically like about us meeting in heaven and being like, "Yo, you know what? You're all right." And then hit him with a little ghetto gospel at the end. Have you ever heard ghetto gospel? It's Biggie, Tupac, and Elton John. Why am I dying to live when I'm just living to die?
What class was this?
Hit him with a little ghetto gospel. Drama, obviously.
That's what I was wondering. It could have been for, social studies.
Oh, true. You know what? Could have been for math.
Could have been for conflict or solving
religion, heaven
class. Could have been religion. Yeah.
My religion teacher, one of the favorite ones in high school, he didn't believe in dinosaurs. So that's where we were at.
Yo, I had the greatest fucking religion teacher in high school. This motherfucker, it was our world religions teacher. This guy puts on Zeitgeist. Did you ever watch Zeitgeist?
I might have seen it like years ago, but
it's a fucking conspiracy documentary where it's divided into 3 parts. The first part, and the reason why I showed us, was the first part is pretty much breaking down how Christianity is bullshit. And by the way, this is a Catholic high school.
Yeah. Which saint?
What?
What your high school was named Saint?
Oh, not saint. It was just a father.
Father who?
It was Father Brzani.
Never heard of him. I was St. Thomas Aquinas.
Oh, true. Yeah, there's a lot of Aquinas.
Yeah, big guy.
He was a big dude. Yeah, I think there's only one Brzani dude.
He was a priest, I guess.
Yeah, I guess he did some father stuff. He took confession, I guess. I probably heard some natives or something.
When's the last time you did confession?
Literally, my like reconciliation, like when I was like 9 years old. Like,
wow,
when you do the first one.
Damn,
mine was. What do you do? Do you go do confession?
No, but my last one was high school. Like it wasn't 9 years old.
Did they force you to do it, or were you like, I sinned, I gotta go?
I think I just wanted to get a little something off my chest. And 10 Hail Marys later, and I was good.
What a nerd. Let me finish. Hold on. So Zeitgeist, yeah. So it's like 3 parts, right? And he's like, I'm only going to show you the first part because the rest is a little strange. So he just shows us that Christianity is bullshit. Jesus is just, Horus and like all the ancient stories just redone. And then he just lets the fucking documentary play. And then it's 9/11 is fake. And the government did 9/11. That's the second part of it. And we're just watching 9/11 is an inside job documentaries and fucking world religion.
Yeah.
I'm like, this guy is the shit. This is the best teacher of all time.
You learned a lot.
Yeah, and he used to do this thing where he'd like lift himself up by his thumbs. I'm pretty sure this guy was like a demigod. But yeah.
Lift himself up by his thumbs. What does that mean?
He would like put his thumbs on a table and then like lift his body weight with his thumbs.
Is that guy still around?
Yeah. I think he's eternal.
Damn. Did he come to our show?
No.
Because that guy was pretty cool too. You had some cool teachers in high school, I guess. I wanted to know, you're a pretty well put together guy.
Thank you.
When you have a hole in your boxers, how big does the hole have to get before you throw them out?
Oh. Underwear, like, immediately. Like,
Right,
if
when
I
there's a
see
little
the
hole?
hole, I go, fuck it.
Man, if I could just... I didn't bring them with me, but if I could show you the size of the hole that I got in this last pair of boxes that I took off, I threw them in the garbage because I'm like, how did I let it get this far? How did I let it get this far? This is crazy. And I kind of remember... I thought I remember throwing them out like 2 months ago, but I guess somehow they found their way back into my hamper and they got washed and they got reworn, and I was like, my balls are like out of my boxers right now.
Fully crotchless underwear.
Yo, like it was like covering the front end, but like the bottom end, everything was dropping right out.
Well, it's very important for me to not have holes in my underwear because I have holes in my jeans all the time.
Yeah.
My jeans, the crotch like burn. It's like my dick is like acidic or something. Like
Really?
the holes in my
holes right in the dick.
right
hole.
in the fucking crotch part of the jeans. It happens like after like maybe like a month of wearing some of these fucking jeans, and I don't throw those away because this is high value material here.
Okay.
So I'll just wear underwear that like matches the pants. So if someone catches a quick flash of my crotch, it's like it blends.
Right.
But sometimes, like I've had times where it's like, oh, I put on these jeans and like the underwear has a hole, and now it's just like, oh, someone will see my nuts if I sit weirdly.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I got to make sure that the underwear is top quality.
Fuck yeah. I wish we had an underwear sponsor. I mean, and that's why we go to...
Sheath.
Is that what you rock?
No.
No.
I do mostly Calvin Klein, Joe Boxer, a couple different brands. What we got? We looking up underwear right now?
Let's check out our underwear
Commando right now,
I got a little bit of Blue Fruit of the Loom. Classic.
Oh, Fruit of the Loom is classic. Oh, I got Calvin Klein.
Jeez.
Woo-hoo.
Ladies, if you want to see those, you can just look up his jeans.
That's right, baby. Come catch me at Winners.
You
Get
ever
some
wear
three-packs.
jean shorts?
Yeah.
How
I wear
short?
jean shorts. Pretty short.
I could see you in some short
Oh,
jean
I
shorts.
got some short. I got some fucking short
Yeah?
samples for you.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, baby. And I not only jean shorts, I got like super short, like camo shorts that like are like up here. Because listen, I like when you go to the beach, right?
Yeah.
I think is it still in? Nothing.
The beach never left.
Nothing hurts my eyes more than like guys wearing like the long like billabong like surfer like
Shorts.
surf short. I'm like, this is gross, and like I can't wear those.
I
I'll
definitely-
just look like a divorcee.
I have a pair like that I still rock, but I
Can't do that.
I've upgraded to the ones that are.
You need the thigh highs. You need the ones that are
Yeah.
like,
I actually have some nice thighs, so I gotta let these babies out.
exactly.
Let them walk around. a bit.
Exactly. My legs are like my highest asset.
I gotta fucking let the horses run. You know what I mean?
That's right. Exactly.
Was that a good name?
Exactly. Yeah.
Can you give me a name? Yeah.
There we
fuck
go.
yeah. Hats. You like them? What's your favorite hat?
I got lots of hats. I like a good Pharrell hat. Remember when Pharrell had that giant fucking hat?
I've seen a picture of you. We'll put it here. In a
yeah.
Pharrell hat. Looks great.
Thank you, sir. That was that was when I was in New York for like a couple weeks, and that was when I didn't. That was before I did comedy, so I wasn't worried about people roasting me every fucking day of my life if I wore a hat like that. So I'm like a filmmaker. Like I need a nice like pretentious hat.
Very yeah.
I'm gonna go get an Australian rabbit fur hat for way too much money, and I'm gonna get it properly shaped by a man with a mustache, and I'm gonna wear it around fucking town.
Are your glasses even prescription?
Yeah, they are.
Nice. I thought they might just be a part of your hipster stuff going on.
I can't. That's also why. Because here's the thing: I like wearing glasses, but I also don't like being blind. So it's that thing. People always go like, "Go get LASIK." I'm like, I like glasses. I'm like, wear fake ones. You can't wear fake glasses. You're a whole other level of mentally ill if you're wearing fake glasses. So you, as a man, women can do it.
You were rocking that hat before comedy, so you were just.
I still wear it
in that Pharrell hat. But what made you start comedy? What drew you into this lifestyle?
You know what? It's funny because I don't even really remember. I think it was just like, I think I knew I was always going to do it to a certain degree. And then by the time I was in like 9th grade, I'm like, yeah, I'll do stand up. Yeah. But I just didn't Google where to go or, In
9th grade, and then you started 12 years later?
Yeah, like I started way later. Because I said I wanted to do a lot of things. I was also in a band. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll be like a famous drummer. And then I'm like, oh, I want to be a filmmaker. Oh, I'll be a filmmaker too. And I'll just do it all. And I was just focusing on other shit. And then once I was out of music, and then once I started doing like film and TV and stuff, I was like, yeah, now's the time. And I did it a couple times like in university, but like I stopped. But it's like,
Did you?
Yeah, like
you had a couple false starts?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I had a couple false starts.
Huh, I didn't know that.
I think my first false start was like 9 years ago.
Wow.
Straight up. I think it must have been like 2014.
Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I wrote in like 2012 maybe even earlier. I wrote it as a New Year's resolution. I'm going to try stand-up comedy, but then I didn't end up trying it until 2017.
Yeah, these things, like, it takes time. Like, from the first thought to when you actually start doing it, at least for me, it's like, it takes a while for these things.
Yeah.
Especially, it's like, because also even the idea of, like, it was before I even lived in the city. So it was like, like, Googling, like, where the fuck is this?
Yeah.
What even is it? Oh, I'm going to go to this bar. Who do I talk? It seems so much bigger than like when you actually start and you go, oh, it's a bunch of fucking nobodies at a bar. This is pretty unintimidating. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I think everyone's a little bit special in their own way.
Everybody's terrible.
Sometimes I walk in and I'm like, there's way too many people doing comedy.
Oh.
But I like.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
It's so funny when you look back and go like, oh, fuck, this person that I thought like was like a gatekeeper like quit doing comedy 3 years ago and I didn't even notice. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You ever go across Facebook and go, oh, I remember this fucking guy?
Sometimes I look at people and I'm like, are you doing comedy because you like doing comedy? Or are you doing comedy because this is like your only way of having friends?
Yeah, it is that kind of thing. It's like joining like it's like being a furry or something. It's like, oh, it's like a community of people with mental illnesses. Yeah, it's a hangout.
Like same way a guy would meet up with his friends to do bowling, but he's never going to join a professional bowling league.
Yes.
It's kind of like that. But,
I think there's a fuck ton.
But when you're fucking bowling strikes like me, there's only one way to go, and it's the top. No, I'll probably never make it, but...
Listen, dude, you have a fucking talk show.
I have a talk show.
And you're on Osmos. You've made it.
I made it.
The thing that you're saying you're not going to make has been made.
True. What I'm saying is, of course I'm going to have an amazing talk show, but I might not ever make it as the stand-up comedian I strive to be. But
sometimes I don't even know what that fucking means anymore, but just keep doing your thing.
Yeah, you just got to keep trying.
Yeah. And it is a real skill. I do think I've gotten certain jobs that are not related to comedy because I do comedy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there are, like, if you're a good bullshitter, you can include the shit that you've done in comedy as a way to, like, sell yourself and set yourself apart.
True.
Because sometimes, I know this is, don't judge me too hard. I have a version of my resume that has, like, stand-up comedian since, like, 2016 or whatever with my credits. And depending on the vibe of like whatever job it is, I'll send over that one and I'll get an interview at least from like, oh, the person hiring like is a comedy fan. They're like, oh, bring this guy. I want to ask him questions.
Yo, I never thought to do that. I'm gonna start doing that. I don't have. I've always fucked around with my resume to like make it fit whatever the job is. Throw in some qualifications that I don't have, but I never thought about putting stand-up comedy on the resume.
Because also the thing is, it's like it's just getting you in the fucking room. Once you're in the room with the person, you usually charm your way.
I was so good at first interviews back in the day,
dude.
I haven't done one for a while, but yeah, man.
I'm doing interviews all the time because I'm a freelancer. So it's like, dude, you put me in a room with some people.
You're a closer.
Oh, I'm a fucking closer, baby.
Nice. Okay.
It's difficult for me to open.
What do you freelance?
Like video and stuff, like video director.
All right, so I got this idea. I'm thinking about putting a show together. We got this guy. He's a dentist. His wife's a bit of a bitch, but she's really hot. All right.
Okay.
It's a little something like a little bit gritty. You know what I mean? There's gonna be some swear words in this show. It's not gonna be on fucking cable TV.
It's got some plaque.
It's got some plaque.
All right.
And we're gonna be putting it. Maybe we're looking at HBO or Showtime. Now, what I need is a guy that can make fucking films. And I heard you're into it. Now, what have you done? Why would I go with you? And what would you call this?
Oh, so this is an interview.
I'm interviewing you right now.
All right, first I just want to say thanks so much for having me. I've heard a lot of great things about your past work. Really excited to be hearing more details about this. Now, first thing I could do for you is whatever you need. You tell me what you want, and I will do whatever it takes to get done, because even if I don't know how to do it, I have enough connections that I can find someone who is perfect for the job. And you don't have to worry about that. You can focus on exactly what you need to be focusing on, which is the vision, which is amazing. And I know you have it. I can see the excitement, and I respect any guy who has the skills and the will to make their dream come true. And I want to do it with you.
Man, you sound like a fucking idiot. Because when I described that show to you, what did you even learn from it? You're telling me I have a good vision. All I told you was he's a dentist with a hot wife, and they're going to be swearing in the show. That was a test. That ain't even the show. Get the fuck out of my...
Get the fuck out of my office. Can you move the camera? Can you just... Sorry, it's a little messy out there. It's just your bed in the kitchen. Get the fuck out of my office.
This is not an office. This is a bedroom in a house. And for some reason, you don't have a bed in it. No, I thought that was great. I really like the part where you're like, if I can't do it, I have connections. That will... You know what I mean? If I can't do it, somebody else can. And I know them.
And I know. I know. Do you know who'd be perfect for the job? This guy I know. Hire me, and I'll
pay him.
Send him a text.
Give me a little something that I can fucking spread around. Here's the thing. Whatever you're going to pay me, give me a little more than that.
I've done that a couple times for a job. I'll be like, oh, I can do this 100%. And then they hire me out, and I hire a guy for like 75% less. And I go... I'll just pretend I did it and take a couple $100.
Now, you're a big movie buff.
Yeah, you could say that. You could say I'm a little bit of a... I like to wear hats.
Wear a
lot of hats.
I like to wear hats
a lot of
and
films.
watch movies.
Yeah.
My most recent movie I watched is a movie called The Phantom of the Open. Have you seen it?
No.
So The Phantom of the Open. It's based on a true story, and I think you'll like it. I don't think you're not into sports, are you?
I just told you I like to wear hats, dude. Of course I'm into sports.
Okay, cool.
No, I'm not really, no.
So based on a true story, this guy in 1976, he goes in the British Open, which is the golf tournament, but he's never played a round of golf before. This actually happened. He signed up. Back then, like the sign-up process wasn't that bad, rigorous. He just put, I'm a pro. So he skips the opening round, and he's just like, he's already in the tournament. He goes and he shoots the worst score ever, but it's like pretty fun story about him. Like, and then they don't want him to get back in the tournament, so he comes back in like disguises and stuff. Buddy, watch it.
Brilliant.
It's a fun time. It's a fun story, and it's a fun little tale of a guy that worked his whole life like supporting his family, and then he gets to a point, he's in his 50s, and his family's like, all right, it's your time. Do whatever you want. And he's just flipping around on the TV, and he's like, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna go to the British Open.
That's amazing. Like, do you think that could be done now? Like it
could
can,
not be
but
done.
you got to do some serious work. Like, you have to like generate a whole fake identity.
Yeah.
Because also, do golfers have like an Instagram presence? Like, would you have to like? Would they look you up on social media and be like, "This guy's not a fucking"? Real
I think
pro
these days
golfer.
there's way more like to qualify you for the tournament. Like back then, there wasn't that many people trying to be a professional golfer to the point where it wasn't like a huge payout.
Yeah,
winning that tournament,
and they probably don't know like every tournament. Like you probably make up a couple tournaments that you were a part of, or you know.
He just literally checked the box that said, "I'm a pro," and they go to like the girl that's going through the paperwork is like, "I've never heard of this guy. Should we check it out?" And they're like, "No one would check off they're a pro if they weren't. Like that would be a big mistake on his end. He wouldn't want to embarrass himself on TV like that." But he just had a good time. People were cheering for him. They were like laughing that he was like shooting 10 on a par 3, but he had fun.
I believe in that. I think everyone should be able to do anything they want and then suck. Like, you know what I mean?
I think we should be able to go to Madison Square Garden, do stand-up comedy, and hey, it's up to us if we do good or not. Give us all a chance.
There should.
I don't know why these guys have to choose an opener that's like somebody they like and everything. Just let me and Dave have a crack at it.
Dude, that was always my dream of like just find the money to book like Madison Square Garden or some huge fucking theater, and then just choose some open micers from like 6 months and under, or choose like one of the schizophrenics that like has been doing comedy for 15 years, but they drop in and out and they say crazy shit. Just like you go do Madison Square Garden.
Who would your
and then just see what happens.
Can we talk about the lineup?
No, we can't.
All right,
we can't do that. Not only because it's like, we don't want to name names for that reason. Like, it's also no one gives a fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, Jimmy Jangles. Like, no one knows any of these people, so who cares?
It's true. Nobody knows.
Nobody's watching this.
Buddy.
Not the show. I mean, no one's going to watch us talking.
Last week, how many views do you think I got on this fucking the debut episode of JamEasy Does It?
What platform?
YouTube.
387.
Well, here I was feeling proud about 53, but
53 is also good.
I
didn't mean they're not watching this. I mean, they wouldn't watch us talking about no-name
You thought
people.
I got 387, buddy?
387's good.
387 would be fucking great.
Dude, I fucking believe in you.
I want to get in the triple digits.
You will. Give it another 2 months and you're getting the trips.
I think I know. Like, I think putting a nice background in did change the game. Because my old episodes, it's not like I did anything different other than now I sit behind a table and my guest sits there and we have a background.
Listen, every version of whatever this is gets better.
Yeah.
Don't you understand?
It does. This is like, so if the last one was a baby, this one's the toddler. By the time I'm a grown man of a late night talk show, it's gonna be at Madison Square Garden.
You're gonna get someone other than the guests to have to turn on the lights. You're gonna be able to get a chair that doesn't literally make me feel like I'm gonna not be able to walk after this podcast is done. You're gonna get other furniture in here. Like,
I don't even think other furniture could fit in here.
You're gonna be able to have a studio and a bedroom. You're
sick.
not gonna have to choose.
That's sick.
And that's what your hard work is gonna earn.
Damn, thanks, buddy.
Man, I'm here for you.
Yeah, that was actually I didn't even need that pep talk, but I got it and I appreciate it. And you're hired.
I do good pep talks. If I like you.
Oh, buddy, it's late.
It's 8:23. How long did this go for?
We recorded like a half an hour longer than I wanted to. I'll edit it down.
God.
There's gonna be a lot of shit left on the cutting room floor. But do you have anything? To promote?
When is this coming out?
Probably, hopefully tomorrow.
Oh, true. Okay, I got nothing. I got something.
When would it be coming out that you would have something?
The question was unnecessary. I got shows. Just follow me at Dave Luca Comedy on Instagram, and then you can see everything there. And there's another thing to push. There will be a podcast debuting in the very near future.
If you like what you saw here, you might like it getting a little closer to each other. So close that we might even be talking belly to belly, guys, coming this spring. No, what's the season before spring? But we're already in winter, but like that little bit that's like in between. What would you call it? While the snow is melting, we will also be heating up your airwaves with belly to belly.
And since he didn't mention it, it is a podcast with me and James JamEasy Cummins. You didn't mention your.
I said if you like what you saw here.
Yeah,
but you know what?
That's all.
If anyone's listening and not watching, hey, sorry to all our blind listeners. When I was saying, if you like this, I was pointing to him, and I was also pointing to me.
Yes.
And that's Dave.
Yes.
Carlino Luca.
Yes.
James JamEasy Cummins.
We will be running a show together. Inspired.
Right into the ground.
Inspired by our bellies. It's going to be just like this.
Are you trying to lose weight?
But worse. Yeah.
Same. So we got to get this. We got to strike while the fat is cooking.
That's right. Because it'll be funny that as we lose more weight and we try to go belly to belly, it'll keep bringing us closer together until
eventually
we're just
it's dick to dick.
It's yeah. And then it's just our lips are kind of like touching, like just lightly as we're trying to talk, just because we're so fit.
But I did feel uncomfortable when we did belly to belly on stage, and I realized I could never win a game of gay chicken with you. And the reason I realized that was not only that day, it was when one time we were at an open mic, you came in, there was no seats. But you know where there was a seat? On my lap. So I gave a slap to my lap, and not only did you take me up on that offer, you came in from the front. You didn't come to sit on it. You came in to straddle it.
I fucking cowgirl.
And I said, no, I'm not gay.
And I went, me neither, but guess what? I'm gay right now.
Yeah, fuck yeah, gay chicken, you win. Winner, gay chicken dinner. Guys, thanks for watching. You can follow Dave Luca at Dave Luca Comedy.
Yes.
You can follow me at Jam_Easy. Thanks for watching. JamEasy does it.